Churches and ecumenical organizations have also called in cases of mass flight, like the situation in Syria and Eritrea, where there is a high recognition rate for refugee protection status, for these persons to be able to travel safely by not asking for a visa. This way we would avoid and even fight smuggling gangs making profit out of the desire to come to a safe place for persons who have some resources still to move on to other European countries. They could, in Turkey or in Lebanon, board a flight to Paris, to London, to Stockholm, to Frankfurt, and reach Europe safely in a very short time and put the money they have into the ordinary travel means, rather than investing it into the smuggling networks. A visa is often very difficult to achieve, particularly in these situations, because the embassies can't deal and handle the situation. We have heard that some embassies give appointments for family reunification visa in Lebanon in 2016, so a year to wait. This, in a situation of uncertainty, is not what people really think they can wait for, and therefore they turn to smugglers. We drive people with our policy of not letting people travel safely into the hands of smugglers. And just to give one example of a family who has traveled through Turkey to Greece, a couple with 2 children. The elder son gets very sick. They borrow the money from people and friends they know to get a more expensive smuggler who is able to send the sick boy immediately to Sweden to relatives. But they don't have sufficient means to do this for the whole family, so therefore the rest of the family moves on, knowing it may take weeks. Is this Europe, that we need to split families because we can't allow them to travel, although they have entered the European Union already? Can we not come to terms that people can travel safely? Because once they arrive in Germany, Sweden, Belgium, UK, they would be recognized refugees if they are from Syria or from Eritrea. 98% of those refugees are recognized for their protection needs. There is the fear that when visa requirements were lifted, all refugees would come, 5 million would come to Europe. There is no evidence and experience from previous refugee situations clearly underline that the majority of refugees will still remain in the region. Visa requirement lifting is also no solution for persons who do not have resources, so we need to complement these. Yes, there would be more refugees arriving in Europe, but they would not have become criminals because crossing these different borders without papers is regarded as a crime by some of the countries. Therefore, we should avoid criminalizing refugees and let them come in a decent and dignified way too, and not harm them in addition to the trauma of the war, the loss of property which they have suffered, the loss of relatives in their country of origin, the difficult decision, is it now time to leave or can we still stay? Let us be human with these persons and also let them arrive in a safe and decent manner.